Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gears Season 4 Episode 55 with me, Sid, and I've just been kind of pottering around on the server for the evening, really just trying to, sometimes you struggle to find motivation. You're trying to figure out which direction to go, where you want to go, what things you want to do, and apart from trying to fleece these guys for all of their pennies, what have you got? Have you got a cheese? I will have your cheese, thank you. Don't want anything else. Cheese is the only thing you sell that's worthwhile. And while I've been on, I have done a bit of chiselling. I've hung out with QP for a while, and we've had a bit of banter and stuff, and I've not recorded or sampled that. That is, I think, if you want to see that, that is, I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's have those. Not bothered about offset. Buy that. Thank you. You can go and watch the VODs on QP's Twitch or YouTube, because he's actually experimenting with Restream, so that's fun. It means you get two things, and you can watch his channel, his stream, and I will warn you, he was quite literally on the fence for most of the stream, and that is a joke. You will understand it when you watch it. Your part bait, you are fully baked, your part baked. I am going to take those with me because I haven't got a huge amount of food to hand ready, so we'll do that. Now, I have done a little bit of work in and around the bathroom insofar as I have chiselled the shower tray, but we need to put a shower in, put some taps, towel rails, a door in here with a toilet, sinks. That's all stuff to do, but again, I need to have a break. Building all work and no play makes Sid a dull boy. I mean, it could be argued that I am a dull boy anyway, but you have to talk to my wife about that. No, in all seriousness, we build a lot, we do things. I could spend a whole amount of time working down here. I mean, there's a whole load of beehives that need, if I come over here, these all need doing. I actually need to just fix those as well. I need to chop down, get a couple of pieces of pine, replace those dirt blocks, so I've got my 2 resin things, because I need resin for the frames. But yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm leaving the fruit because Punk is raiding everybody's berry bushes on a regular basis. He's worse than a raccoon at the moment. That's mainly because his flying saucer up there is just going through pallets like they're going out of fashion. So yeah, you come on after a morning when Punk's been online and there's not a berry to be seen in sight because he's gone through them all in pallets again. But that is fine. So I thought, well, what do I have to do this episode? Now, there's some work to do in the museum, only a little bit, and while QP was streaming, I actually did a bit of chiselling. I finished the main central window on the museum, so that's a thing. But again, until we do the desolation, we do need to get that dialed in so we can pick and go and do that. QP has kindly asked me to let him know when it is so he cannot be available. He's not a fan of the desolation puzzles, and personally I don't blame him. I think the without giving away the spoilers to anybody, including the things, the puzzles are a novel idea. The execution was somewhat nicely done. However, the parkour really did need someone who understands parkour to work out the best thing. So, but we still need to do it because then we can go to St. Tobias's tomb, and then we can move on and do the ruins for the Better Ruins mod, which we've got all of those. We know where everything is, but yeah, I put in the window look. So we've now got the central window in the museum, and it's all nice and glass. I'm contemplating putting a little bit more leading in maybe going up like that, maybe even take those. Yeah, I don't know. We'll work this out and make it look more leathered than it is. At the moment it's looking a little bit unleathered, like petrol. So I thought, what can I do? And I thought, you know what, I haven't done for a while. I explored just for the hell of it. I've got a couple of tent bags on me. I've got my my new tent bag, which you'll see eventually. But we're going to go on the eastern. So we are... what's it, the western? Western. I don't think I've actually been down this way, you know. So there's definitely things to do, and let's start by marking the teleporter. And we'll pin that one. In fact, I'm going to beacon it as well. That way I can always find my way back to it should we get too lost. So I'm not sure what to expect. When we set up the teleporters over here, they were... I don't like using my angel belt for exploration, but you know what? When you've got one of these deep holes, hey up, hello, let's not play with him. Sometimes it's worthwhile just having a little look, but like I say, the angel belt is a tool for me as a content creator, not really a tool for me as a player. I think the play. Is that borax? It is. Oh, there's a ruin down there. Letters. Anybody down here? Yeah, I'm alright, I've got a reasonable amount of stuff. I think this is just genuinely the bits that are missing. There's probably not a lot here. Ore vessel, there's nothing I actually need down here, but still nice to start off with a ruin right off the bat. I'm going to use my angel belt to get back out. I'm not faffing around. I say, it's a tool, and as such should be treated as one. There's appropriate uses for it. As you know, one of my tactics for working down at depth. Which way am I going? I want to go that way. Oh, I'm getting myself turned around already. One of my tactics for caving is to stick a beacon from the teleporter runestones mod in place at the top, so I can go down, and then when I want to get back up I just teleport straight back out. And again, that's just creative use of the tools at our disposal. Now, we don't have those tools in vanilla, but I ain't playing vanilla, so I'm going to apologise for using mods. Simple as. We have mods for a reason, and that is to be used. Now, one thing we could do with finding, as I know a lot of people are looking for this, and I could definitely use another night watcher or two, although I have got enough to make a night watcher currently, is gold. You're not going to find it in a single thick, or if you do, you're not going to find a lot in a single thick quartz vein, but so we can keep our eyes open for that. And yeah, at the time of recording, we're actually seeing a little bit more activity on the server. Azungu's back playing with us. QP I think suffers what a lot of creators suffer, which is creation burnout. It can be so easy, and I have to really work to avoid this myself, I'll be honest. It's difficult to not get carried away and literally burn yourself out with lack of ideas, which is why, for me, and I've said this before, so I'll say it again, I'll probably say it many times again, I do... Let's eat a couple of these muffins. I have this... Well, I've got a shield on, haven't I? Let me do that. I like to have lots of projects. Lots of projects will get you out of a lot of holes, for a better word. Let's do that again, because we are travelling here, so no, and I need to do that if I'm going to pick you up. So having, we've got the hill fort that we can always go back to. Still haven't quite got the inspiration that I want for that, and I'm not going to sweat about it. There's other things I can do. The museum, that's got stuff going for it, and as soon as we do the desolation, I've got quite a lot of good ideas on how I'm going to... I will use the word duplicate. It's not going to be a duplicate because we can't actually harvest blocks in the desolation. So I'm not going to be able to get blocks that look exactly like the desolation because they're unharvestable. But that doesn't mean to say that I can't come up with some way of replicating the general look and feel of the place, because there are blocks in the game that will give me that capability. So let's have a look at the map. What we got? Oh, there's something over that way. Don't think it's a big ruin, but it's a ruin, so it's a start. And we need to keep our eyes open for some nice thick quartz veins. I've found one that had a reasonable amount of gold, but it was not anywhere near the things. What I would like is a ruin that's got the farmer's blueprint in it. Because once I got the farmer's blueprint, I can make terra preta cheaper. And I want terra preta for my hydroponics bay in my base. Just because I can, really. But right now, we'll just grab all of these. They're not particularly rare, but when I find them, they're useful to pick up because they make making terra preta all the cheaper. Okay, what we got here? Boobadoo. I'm going to say that is a stair dungeon. Just from my gut feeling, I'm not really that... Well, we'll have a look how deep it is. That's my first... The first criteria on a stair dungeon is how deep. How deep? It's very deep. I ain't going down there. Not worth the effort. Right, let's have a look then. What have we got? We can stay on land, or I can get the boogie board out. And I am tempted to boogie board for a bit because, it's fast. Oh, hello, there we go. Helps if it's selected. So if we just head this way, we should be able to have a look, see what else we can find. I'm back in a moment. Didn't have to travel far. before I spotted something on the map. Well, I spotted several somethings on the map. So there's a large several somethings here. That is probably possibly a stairwell dungeon. That is a village dungeon, and then there's that, which I don't know what that is. And then there's something further over which may or may not be anything. But let's start with this one. Again, I have a few things I would like. I also happen to know that Gran is looking for certain things, so while I'm out I'll pick up stuff. I haven't got enough storage space to carry all the amount of berries that Punk wants, so we'll have to leave that one, I'm afraid. I am. Oh, hang on, who's on with me? QP still. I thought QP had logged. What's that? Zinc. I was going to say, oh lol, I never logged out. He was going to die. No. But better than leaving OBS recording and filling your hard drive for definite. I think anybody who's done content creation has done that. These are definitely reminiscent of the village anyway. So this has got this is right up Gran's alley. She could practically lift these from the ground there. Oh, that church is good. Oh, that's really nice. That is there's some quality building going on in these. I love these builds. I really do. I'll have your gears. I don't know whether to mark this and suggest that Gran comes, or because I haven't got, I've only got so much time. I'm not going to dig up every single bit. What have we got? We got that one. Just have a look at these. These builds are. These furnaces alone are just worth everything. I don't know whether should I chalk ashlar blocks, very aged support beam. I assume that is chiseled. I don't think that's a thing, is it? Ah, there we are. So you've got support beam. I know Gran would love all of this, but there's a question mark about how much time I spend. So I would like to get into some other bits and pieces. Have a look at the church. Look at this. This is just really nice. Not seeing anything in here that of any value for the church, which is just going to have a look at some of these other bits while we're here. I mean, the aged thatch alone would be this. Actually, that might be useful to me. That might be. I think I'm going to have a little bit of a fertile around, and maybe I've whacked down a. I've only got so much storage though. Not been in this one. Not looked at this. I mean, this is basically the foundations of a thing, isn't it? It's a really beautiful build though, a beautiful ruin, but to be honest, I don't expect anything less. We're talking about the Better Ruins team, and the stuff they do is off the scale. So, yeah, that should not surprise me. In fact, I'm just going to whack down. What time are we at? 7:40. Yeah, we'll sleep. So, do I mark the well, what I'll do is I'll grab a few bits which I'll take back, and I can send the location and just grab a screenshot and pass it on to Gran, and she can come and scavenge this for all she's worth. Because I think that's probably the easiest thing to do. I'll do a screenshot, but I'm going to grab a few bits for myself because there are some bits in there which I think will work for me for some of the things. That is definitely a stair ruin, isn't it? It really has got the vibe of a stair ruin. It's a stair ruin, yeah. You just kind of get a feel for what you see the shape and you kind of go, that is how deep? Very deep. Not going. I mean, the rift activity is not too bad. It wouldn't be horrendous, but yeah. Let me have a quick fertile round in here, see what I want to pinch, and I don't want to pinch too much, but I wouldn't mind, for example, I wouldn't mind one of these. Not so bothered about the pipes because I've got them. And I will not complain at a whole load of this because I think this could be something which I could use to simulate the terrain of the desolation, or some of the terrain of the desolation anyway. So we'll do that. Those steps are not chiselled, so, and then we could take these as well because they've. I wish we could do those stains in survival. Get those like stencil paint jobs on the edge. I suppose it's just a. I don't know how much I need, but better get enough because I don't really want to have to come back and do it again. Alright, well, I'm just going to pillage the place for all it's worth, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, I've got some stuff from that ruin. We're heading over this way to the next thing, but what we're going to do is we're going to put down my current fun tent bag. Well, there you go. Let's just show you. I built myself a TARDIS and a Dalek. I built the TARDIS some time ago, and I can't honestly remember whether I showed it on camera or not, but I did put quite a few. There's 5 current things. I'm going to make most of these surfaces and maybe some of these surfaces boxes, because of course the TARDIS is travel in the something dimension of time and space. It's not much of a time and space thing, bigger on the inside if the actual space isn't made up of space. So yeah, that's kind of the joke, I suppose. I never said it was a good joke, by the way. But this is the one I'm carrying now. I have got my main tent bag in my inventory, my backpack, because this may be one of those sunk. No, it is. Oh, hello. I saw you there, sir. Hello, look. Rude. I came all the way to see you. Thought that was a butterfly attacking me then. Now this is a graveyard, and I do happen to know that, well, I know that Gran wants graves. Bit macabre, I know, but you know, what can you say? What can you do? She's got a bit of a grave thing going on. No, she wants them for her Winterfell, because there's a graveyard in Winterfell. I'm not sure whether there's... Oh, hello. Golden necklace, we'll have that. A sturdy belt and some rotten king pants. Does that mean you were a rotten king? Or does that mean that the pants are in fact rotten? Now I'm going to guess that there's not going to be a chest under every grave, because that would be a little bit OP, I think. But we're going to actually, the treasure for me here is going to be the graves, because we can take those back. I know that there's a Gran who will appreciate them, so we can do that. Am I bothered about the bony soil? I might as well get it. Oh, farming vessel. So yeah, we'll have a... Wow, nothing. Okay. That's also a grave, isn't it? You've got nothing. So you don't even... Oh, you've got a bit of bony soil. Okay, I was going to say. You're cheating me out of even bony soil now. Oh, there's another chest. Survivor gloves. Summer stroll. I don't even recall ever hearing that one before. Right, any more for any more? Or are we just now at the stage of break the gravestones? Nice little graveyard though. Handy when you want a lot of graves. Yep, not much there. We'll have rid of the flour. And then that. And that one should pick up. And I think there might be something down here. There is. Okay, so now I need to start maybe being a little bit more selective, don't I? Take the nomad boots. What are you? Peaceful village. I think I've got that one. We'll take your gears for definite. Artisan scarf over some dirt. And we'll have that bit of soil. Alright, that should, I think, do us. I think we've probably exhausted this place. Nice little tiny ruin really, but you know, and that is the bigger one. So let me go and get, right, we need to play this clever, I think, which is scary. So let me put this down and we'll just drop off our treasure. I use the word loosely. We'll pick you back up, but then we'll drop this off. See, yeah, no, I've still lost. I've been having this thing where the carry-on seems to disable. Right, put down the proper the proper thing, and I am going to be going into a dangerous situation, so this, I'm going to head into that ruin there, which is definitely, I mark this one as done now as well. Ruin complete. We'll head in there. This is the next one we're going to tackle, and I've seen these before. I've not been into one, so let's not treat this with contempt, because that is a way to get yourself killed. Let me just give it the respect it deserves, because you never know, there could be a nightmare drifter in there, there could be anything really, or there could be nothing. And I'm going to, there is a door, so we shall let me do that and do that properly, then we can, right, shield, sword, let's close the doors. I don't want anything coming out until I'm ready for it to come out. So there's 3 doors, there's why are you giving off high fert unless we know, okay, that's going down, so we'll not play with that yet. That key is awesome. I love this tree. We probably have the banners, because I always take back. Yeah, you can't get to me, so don't think there's much. Candles might be worthwhile, although with the amount of wax I've got generating now. Yeah, nice in here, I like it. There. You can't get through, can you? Ha ha ha. Ow. Oh, you can, okay. What were you? Tier 3. That would explain a lot. And that's why you... that was a weak boy. This is huge. There's even a secret through there, look. Chisel barrel. Lots of rot. There's a bow torn down there. I'm wondering how wise. Let's eat a muffin. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here as well. This is oh, I think QP's been here. There's a toilet. Not up to its usual standard though. And this has definitely, been the discovery that you can trying to kill himself in the loo. Actually, succeeded, I would say. What's blocking us now? think there's anything of any value in these. I mean, the bars are probably the most valuable thing in here. Down in this section, the toilets are not particularly useful. Are you wearing a? I think. Oh, hang on, that's a blackguard shield. It's knackered. It's only got 400 health though, which means it could be repaired. Right, have I? Let's put that back. Okay, so this goes, by the looks of it, it goes nowhere. So this is a... What is that noise? What makes that noise? That thudding noise? A large wooden gear. I suppose it's better than crafting it. There's a lot of stuff here of interesting usage. And then you got this side. Definitely a boat on there. I think you are a nightmare. He might be, it could be a corrupt. Yeah, maybe. You were tainted, okay. You looked worse than you were. Okay, that's fine. Die, will you? This is huge. It really is massive. What were you? Oh yeah, I'm glad I got you from a range. Temporal gears. Lovely. I haven't had those in ages. So... oh, there's more. This has got to be... Hello. I can take these guys because they're just they're not corrupt. There's a lot of them. Let me break the spike, thank you. Wow, there's a lot of... Oh God, thank God for shields. These guys are just so annoying. I think they're hyper spawning down there as well. Only locusts. There's just a lot of them. Helps if you use a tool that's designed for breaking things. Oh, I suppose I should. These are painful though. I can take a little bit of a tickle. Let's carry on down. Right. Almost there. This is painful. But yeah, we're getting there. Let's take that out before. This would have been so much worse. If these were corrupt locusts, these would have been so much worse. What's that? No, they're still, I can still hear them still put down there. Can I, I'm just thinking I already ought to pick up a lot of this rubbish, didn't I? What else have we got? Just because there's a lot of, well, actually no, it's fibre. In any other game, it's valuable materials. So yeah, I suppose I should really treat it as such. I don't know what we're going to find at the bottom of here. I just hope it's not anything nasty. Because it's already been a chore and a half getting down here. These spikes are painful. I mean, literally, but you know what I mean. We'll get there. We'll get to the bottom of it, and the world will be better for us discovering the secrets. That feels like oh my oh my a little bit more than I was anticipating. I really need to have a bite to eat as well. I wonder whether they'd let me have a snack. Let me get those down there. mean, they're not scary, drifty boys, so come on then, fellas. Oh, I suppose we ought to break that. What on earth is that? I don't like the sound of that. Alright, let's have a check. Any more in there? Oh. Come here. I may not have given this. Oh my God, no. Seriously, go away. Nobody likes you. Alright, what don't I want out of this lot? Damaged stone overlay. Didn't even know I could pick those up. Definitely don't want you. Let's eat. Let's get rid of that. Oh, here we go. Right, I think I need to... That. Oh. Die. I don't know what I'm getting cornered by here. Oh, grief. Well, that was entertaining. Not. My God, this place is huge. Oh, it's only baby Shiver. This is a crematorium. Oh wow, this is cool. This is actually genuinely real. Well, I mean, I've yet to find a build that the Better Ruins guys have done that isn't impressive. Let's be honest. But this is genuinely. Look at that. Want that? I really need to get out so I can come back because I've run out of space. Any of these got the obligatory hidden chest? So these blocks are coffin, and then the other end is actually not. Well, I mean, it is coffin, but it's not coffin. Ooh, nice. Really good. Full durability tin bronze axe. I mean, is that a... Hang on a second. That's a almost broken iron shovel. Okay, that's fine, but we've got these cool tapestries. Oh, hello. You're just a deep boy. So I assume that was the... Yeah, this is Europe. Takes you back into here. There's a lot of goodies in here. I'm going to have to do some serious raiding of that space, I think. I'm probably going to have a lot of mobs still respawning, but let me find some storage and start storing. Oh yeah, that's right, that's fine. That's rubbish. I think I am going to put those away for now, but I'll probably sleep the night off actually. And then I'm going to go back in and we're going to raid it for all it's worth, because there's some interesting stuff in there which I think's worthy of digging. Let's control. That's probably late enough in the morning. I'm genuinely glad I went in there. It is definitely more intense than I anticipated. So what we'll do is we'll start off in here and we'll just have a proper good raid for things that are useful. I mean, you know, useful. They're useful to other people. Again, I will share the coordinates if anybody wants to come and raid this for anything more. Most of this stuff I'm not bothered about. Beds, benches, things like that. Let's get the stuff on the outside, shall we? They're just empty crates, but I always like these banners. I'd still... Okay, you're just annoying me now. It is great to come out, and these keys, I think they're just chisel. They're nothing fancy. It's just the love to know what the actual idea behind that is. I actually like you as well, but I don't really want their doll or the broken tools. Not that desperate. Oh, that's a snake. Scared me off to death, but actually not a major problem. 6 torches, not really worried about those. Right, let's come in from this angle. And again, we'll loot for... Why does that block keep breaking? Weird. Definitely have any tapestry, fully intact tapestries we find. I'm not worried about tables. Grab, or I always grab things. I always like these as well. The intact ones, not the broken ones. It's kind of a part of my obsessive collection disorder. Bars, because you can't make them. Skeletons are useful if you're going to do a dungeon, and probably not. This was clever. That's definitely using, almost certainly using the wrench to achieve that. If you didn't know, you can wrench these blocks around. Love that usage. A little bit of ruined protective suit. God knows how much time that took to position. But it doesn't matter, we've got lots of... Give me that. And I'll put that back. I'm that kind. I'm a nice looter. I'm going to have to go out and make multiple stops, I think, on this one. It's... Ooh, they've got a... Really need to stop breaking that though. I mean, it's not like that's a difficult spot to hit. Ooh, hello. Ah, that's how you get that out, okay. Hang on. So I went through there. No, that's right, we came down here, okay. That was your way down, so we'll do that. Hang on, we'll get that right. So yeah, I'm just kind of going to work my way around in here. Hopefully there won't be much more in the way of mobbage. But I am not going to bank on it. I'm going to take... Come on. Taking the P now. Right, we're going to come back in here. We've done that. So we're going to go and empty our inventory, and then we're going to come back in and we'll deal with that bell. I hate bells. Hate them. Let me just put this lot away. I'll be back in a second. Alright, let's... That's fine, he's on the other side of the door. Well, right, you. Oh, you're a tough guy. Not that tough, but tough enough that you don't want to have to play with him if you can avoid it, because he's got a... Okay, that's only a tier 2. Only a tier 2, he says. Still, we can now work in here with a degree of impunity. I think I've got one of these on a rack, so I'm not too worried about that. We will have your fishy flag. I like your fishy flags. These bookcases I'm not going to take, just because they take up way too much. You know, if they were like a block that you could easily pick up and just get one block, that if you think like Minecraft, a little bit, maybe not exactly the same as Minecraft pictures, because they're painful when you're trying to get a particular one. But if you only had one block which was multiple blocks when placed, that would be... Oh, well, I'd love to be able to pick those up, but I don't think I can. I think that's just, yeah. It's another piece of covering that stops you, you know, taking it. Anything back here? A little bit of a torch holder and a collapsed thingy-mabobbits there. Lots of books. Scroll, not worried about those. I will have that chandelier. This bottom one is so painful to grab. And the painting. Is there another chandelier? I mean, no. I like these pillars. Right, so I think this must be, yeah, up to there, which will allow me to I'm also conscious of time. Let me continue looting. I will come back once I've finished, I think, and just give you the haul. But this, I've really enjoyed this dungeon. It was definitely way bigger and more challenging than I thought it was going to be, and that was a welcome surprise. Right, I want all of these tapestries. I know, again, I know a certain person who is looking for tapestries, so we'll take as much as we can. Yeah, back in a bit. Alright, well that was the tree ruin, which I have to say I loved. That was gorgeous and totally worth the effort. That was really fun. A little bit all sketchy and puckery at times. There were a few times where I was kind of thinking I might not make it out alive, but on the whole I came out of that intact, and not much the worse for wear, which, you know, I suppose in the terms of any game is, you know, you walk any fight you walk away from is oh, you're packed. I need an empty tent bag. So I think I'm going to probably, because I didn't go anywhere near as far as I anticipated, because that dungeon was way bigger. Oh, shield. Way bigger than I anticipated. Wrong, now we're doing the wrong key. I think what we're going to do is we're just going to go and see who this trader is. And then from here, I think we will explore a little further down this area, down around this neck of the woods, because might as well You know, it's Vintage Story. This is to me, this is what Vintage Story is about. It's an exploration survival game. No, that was not a ruin. And I know I've got slightly over the hour, so yeah, but I like this thing. I am agriculturals. Do I really want to buy cheese? Do I want to buy some food? I mean, you've got 4 of those or 5 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. I'll have your cheese. That will keep me ticking for a while down here, won't it? But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that ruin as much as I enjoyed doing it, because that was at times more than a little terrifying. It was definitely sketch. But yeah, let's explore a bit down here next episode. So until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.